Well, you fought real good out there, Tychus. Your time in the freezer didn't dull your edge none.
Well, fear and violence always did bring out the best in me.
Have to admit, we always did make a good team.
Yeah. Well, that was until I went to prison and you went legit.
Right.
Ever wonder why Minx don't just send him ghosts to kill ya? You've been a thorn in his side for a long time.
Assassinating me just turned me into a martyr. He'd never be rid of me then. He needs to kill my reputation first.
Very good. You think clearly despite your hate for him. Course his patience has got limits too. Tread careful, Mr. Reyna. Someone on this ship is already working for Minsk. I can feel it.
So how does the Odin rate as a fighting machine?
Brother, it is the single greatest creation in the history of mankind. Striding around and dispensing righteous fury just about brought a tear to my eye. You just let me know when I can take it out for another spin.
You'll get your chance soon enough, old buddy. Don't you worry.
This is Kate Lockwell reporting from UNN headquarters on Core Hall. Let's go to Donnie Vermillion on special assignment.
Kate, I'm very pleased to be talking to General Horace Warfield. General, I understand that Dominion forces will soon be showing off their newest weapon, the Odin War Machine.
That's correct, Donnie. We'll show the Odin on the streets of Core Hall itself, with full coverage from your fine network.
General, Kate Lockwell here. I've heard rumblings about some sort of logistics trouble with the Odin's debut.
Now, Kate...
It's true, Kate. The Odin was delayed in shipping, and we briefly lost communication with the production facility. But it arrived safely, so we can go ahead with the unveiling.
You heard it here first. The Dominion unveiling new weapons of destruction on the streets of Core Hall.
What is wrong with that woman? Tell her not to interrupt my interviews!
Your boy Horner is actually pulling this off. Gotta say, I'm mighty impressed.
So Swan, what are the chances we can build something like that Odin?
You nuts? No way we've got the facilities for mass-producing hardware on that scale.
And here I was thinking you could build anything, Swan.
Cute. All right, forget the scale. I'm gonna figure it out, don't you worry. And I'll come up with something a damn sight more practical than that showpiece. You see if I don't.
Sir, when Tychus came back aboard the ship, I had the techs run a scan on him.
Matt, you need to get a hobby.
Seriously, sir. His suit contains a sophisticated transponder. If it receives the correct code, it'll shut down all his major organs. That suit is a death trap.
He's got a gun to his head.
And who's got their finger on the trigger? Mobius?
Tychus, what have you gotten yourself into?
Seems your Queen of Blades figured out who's been paying us to snatch up all them artifacts. Mobius's head honcho, Dr. Narud, claims the Zerg are attacking his main research campus on Tirador. He can't evacuate his people until all their artifact research is safe.
Commander Rayner, thank the stars you've come. You had a sterling reputation as a marshal many years ago, and I know you'll do your best to help us.
Yeah, well, that was all a long time ago, Doctor. Looks like you got one heck of a Zerg problem here. Where do you need us?
We're ready to evacuate, but none of the teams I sent to purge the Foundation data cores have reported back. I need you to destroy those cores before the Queen of Blades finds them and discovers the coordinates of the remaining artifacts. The fate of the entire sector could hang in the balance.
Class 12 psi pattern detected. Recommend extreme caution.
Kerrigan. All right then, Doc. Our timetable's shorter than we thought. We gotta move.
Big job.
Analysis of the Queen of Blades search pattern complete. Calculating her ETA to the closest data core now.
You can't leave well enough alone, can you, Jim? It was stupid of you to come here.
I don't plan on staying long, darling. But I'll be damned before I let you get hold of those artifacts.
I'm giving you control of our medevacs, Commander. You can use them to transport your men around the city and avoid most of the Zerg.
Ready for dust-off.
SCV ready.
Add-on complete.
The raiders are here. We're saved.
Not enough energy.
SCV ready.
Over here! Up on the roof! Armed and ready.
Ready for pickup.
SCV ready.
Dropping off. Now what? Acknowledged.
Raiders! Raiders! Get us out of here!
SCV ready.
That's one down. Keep it moving, boys.
Of course. The Mobius data cores. You won't get the rest of them.
Ah, hell. At least she doesn't know where to find the other cores. We better get to the next one fast.
Here's your stop.
A Brutalisk. Stedman wanted one of those things to research. Reckon we can oblige him.
Sir, you better do something about that Nidus worm before our base gets overrun.
Armed and ready. Sure thing. Over to it.
Additional supply depots required.
Ah! You scared me!
Not enough minerals.
Armed and ready.
Ready for pickup? Loud and clear.
Hey, hey, over here!
Dropping off.
By the numbers, boys.
Additional supply depots required.
Ready for dust off.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
10-4.
The doctor is in.
Ready for dust off.
Armed and ready.
Where's the emergency?
Mineral field depleted.
SCV ready.
On my way.
Gangway, coming through.
Now what?
Nice you drop by. I'm sort of low on ammo.
Ready for dust off.
Additional supply depots required.
Ready for pickup.
Assistance required.
Additional supply depots required.
Ready for dust off.
Additional supply depots required.
Hey, man! Could use some help down here!
We couldn't reach the data cores. Help us out. In the rear with the gear. Will do. Woohoo! Overtime.
Been waiting on you.
Where's the emergency? Here's your stop.
Explorer reporting.
Additional supply depots required.
Roger that.
Additional supply depots required.
We could use some help here.
Base is under attack.
SCV ready.
Want a piece of me, boy? Armed and ready.
Goliath online.
Want a piece of me, boy? Armed and ready.
Goliath online.
You never could recognize a lost cause, could you, Jim? I've seen through your Dr. Nerude's pathetic charade. I know what the artifacts really are. And they will be mine.
Whatever they are, Kerrigan, I sure as hell ain't letting you have them.
That Queen of Blades really is quite a nuisance, isn't she?
Ready to race?
Mineral field depleted.
Sir, another Nidus worm has emerged close to our base.
Give me orders. 10-4. Sure thing. Go, go, go!
Mineral field depleted.
Ah! You scared me!
Goliath online.
Bad news?
This better be good.
hear you. Armed and ready. Who wants some? You want a piece of me, boy? Been waiting on you.
Goliath online.
Somebody, get me out of this mess.
Receiving headquarters.
Goliath online.
You're even more desperate than I thought. You can't really believe this plan of yours has even a chance of working.
Hey, Raiders! Come pick us up! Hey, Rainer. We saw some movement over at Rob's Guns. There might be some survivors in there.
Channel open.
Talk to me. Here's your stuff.
Armed and ready. Who wants some? Sure. Oh, yeah.
Assistance required. Assistance required.
Base is under attack.
In the rear with the gear. Roger. Who wants some? Yeah. What's going on? Huh? Go ahead.
Goliath online.
Now what? Will do, Command.
Who wants some?
Life flights here.
Additional supply depots required. Additional supply depots required.
Assistance required.
Ah! You scared me!
Confirmed. The final data core has been destroyed. We should evacuate immediately.
All right, Doctor. You want to tell me why the Queen of Blades wants these artifacts so damn bad?
She fears their power, just as she fears the Xel'Naga who created them. The Xel'Naga created both the Protoss and the Zerg, Commander. They were the gods of their time.
This is Kerrigan. We've neutralized the Protoss, but there's a wave of Zerg advancing on this position. We need immediate evac.
Belay that order. We're moving out.
What? You're not just gonna leave us?
All ships prepare to move away from Tarsonis on my mark.
How about that evac?
Damn you, Arcturus. Don't do this.
It's done. Helmsman, signal the fleet and take us out of orbit. Now!
Commander. Jim? What the hell's going on up there?
I've been cleaning up after you a lot lately.
Leave it alone, Matt.
Same dream?
I said, leave it alone.
What happened to Kerrigan wasn't your fault.
Which part? Where she got left behind? Or where she murdered 8 billion people?
Same old bullshit. You ain't gonna listen. Do you even see what you're becoming?
We are who we choose to be, Matt.
When you figure it out, let us know. We're waiting on you.
He's a bad, bad man, that Tychus. He got a lot to hide.
You think he's setting us up? His missions have been leading us straight to Kerrigan.
Maybe you and Kerrigan keep running into each other because you both want the same thing. But Tychus, there's something else he don't want you to know. I can't see what. Just watch your back. Always remember that he's a force of destruction, that one. A stone killer.
Kate Lockwell for UNN. The elusive Queen of Blades was spotted on Tirador recently. Dr. Emil Nerud, head of the renowned Mobius Foundation, had a run-in with the alien queen, but is currently unavailable for comment. In a statement, Dr. Nerud credited Raynor's raiders with keeping the Queen of Blades from achieving
Kate,
her...
I'm sorry to interrupt, but we have a breaking story. Apparently, go to commercial, please. Commercial.
What goes bump in the night? It might be your gifted child. Register your child with PsyOps today. It's the law. It's your duty.
A lot of rumors going around. I'm guessing you've heard plenty about me and Kerrigan by now.
Are the stories true? That Menks just abandoned her to the Zerg on Tarsonis?
Her, plus a few billion innocent civilians. After that, we knew exactly what kind of man we'd been dealing with. I don't care much about anything anymore. But the one thing I hold on to is seeing Menks brought to justice before I die.
Good to see you, sir. All available missions are ready for your perusal on the star map.
Matt, hell, just... thanks, I guess.
Yeah, I've been thinking about Tirador. And you know, there's gotta be better ways to make a fast buck than diving headlong into an alien invasion.
If it gets too hairy for you, just try and think of the money.
I'm trying, old buddy. I'm trying real hard.